Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this. All right, so Purdue, I think we all agree, is the favorite to win the Big Ten. How far behind them would you place Michigan State? AJ Hoggard, Tyson Walker, Jaden Akins. They got a lot of experience. They can start 5 fourth or fifth year guys. I don't know if they're that far behind. I would make the argument, T.O., that they have a better backcourt, Michigan State does, than Purdue.
They do.
That's pretty clear.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's electric guards against the best big man. It's kind of like good versus evil, depending on which side you look at it. They're not totally opposite because there's good front court players at Michigan State. There's good guards at Purdue, but two very good teams. AJ Hoggard and Tyson Walker. I remember 2 years ago we were wondering about the guards. We're no longer wondering about the guards. Those guys are proving it right now. Tyson Walker averaging 15 and 3. Like, how much more do you want? And he's a pest defensively. He's everything that Michigan State fans have come to love when it comes to their team. Hard-nosed guard that gets up and pressures you. And then on the other end, really, forces the issue, pushes the pace. It's a fun team. It's a deep team. Jaden Akins, does he take another step forward and get into double figures and a big-time third option within an offense? To be seen. But they have probably the best athlete in the country in Coen Carr coming in. I'm a big fan of Jeremy Fears. I feel like their freshman class is really, really good. Are we going to see all of them at their best this season? Probably not. And I hope that Michigan State can hold on to them. But Xavier Booker, extremely talented, arguably the best NBA prospect in this conference, one of the top 5 best NBA prospects, I think, in college basketball. There's just a lot of pieces to really like. That front court, though, the faster.
I want to talk about Booker real quick. How much have you seen him? Because one of the things that I've
not a ton because he played on an independent circuit.
Yeah, one of the things that I've heard coming out of Michigan State is that he's not yet wired to play like a Michigan State 5-man, if that makes sense. Like the physicality, the toughness, I'm going to try to go get every fucking rebound kind of a mindset is not quite there yet, which I think is like a standard adjustment for freshmen coming into college. And I also think that there's
especially Michigan State.
Yeah, like there's a high standard there and a high bar to clear. So I don't know. Does that sound like a valid concern based off of what you've seen from him?
I think it depends on how, because he's obviously going to be able to provide value right away just from his length, athleticism, and skill. How much is Izzo willing to give? Because physically, from that standpoint, like he's not going to be the same as previous Michigan State 5s. He's just not. So, like, how much is he willing to give in order to get that talent on the other end? I think is the most intriguing portion. But while he's not going to get 15 boards and put elbows in people's chests, and he might do that, who knows? But like being that overly physical 5 that they've typically had, he's going to give you some in terms of rim protection. He's going to give you some in terms of being a lob threat. He's got some skill. I haven't seen a ton of him. I think I saw a game and a half or something like that, just because he wasn't on any of the shoe circuits. But oozes potential, really fun to watch, just because that feeling of, what's next is there with him. It's just a matter of how quick is he going to be able to adjust to Izzo, and how much give is Izzo willing to give, because he's not known for that, right? So the talent's there. How quick is he going to be good?
That's a huge question, because the question mark for Michigan State last year was what happened at the 5.
Yeah.
And they pieced it together in the best way they could.
Do you remember how good Mady Sissoko was at the Champions Classic? We were like, they got the answer. They're double machine. Mady Sissoko is the best player in America. And then that was the last time anybody mentioned his name.
Right. Well, in a great light. Anyways, I think that it was interesting to see how they started the season last year, because they had that effort against Gonzaga. Remember how close they were to winning that game. Then, of course, they shine in the Champions Classic. Look, to me, the reason why you can say that the gap is that close between Purdue and Michigan State, and I will not fault anybody for picking Michigan State to win the Big Ten regular season. You know why? It's so hard to repeat as regular season champions in a conference. I don't care how great you are. It's just difficult to win a regular season title. And Tyson Walker showed us down the stretch last year that he could be the closer, the clutch shot maker. I think of that epic MLK Day game against Purdue, where he and Edey, it was like a chess match, and they're doing two totally different things, but they were just, Walker's hitting huge shots from the perimeter. Edey's coming back and making something happen. Over the last 8 games last season, Tyson Walker averaged 19 points and 4 assists per game.
Big news. The Almanac is officially back. The most exhaustive and comprehensive guide to the 2023-24 college basketball season is available for pre-order now. If you go to cbbalmanac.com, link is in the description below, you can pre-order for just $15.99 or 20% off the sticker price. The format is going to be a little bit different this season. Instead of an 850-page PDF, you'll be getting access to the full site with league-by-league PDFs available for download. The preview will be live on September 20th, so you have until then to be able to get your pre-orders in. So for insight for all 362 Division I teams from their head coaches and the experts that cover them, make sure you hit that link.
And we know that Marquette was obviously a little bit dinged up, but you don't just beat that Marquette team in the NCAA tournament. And had Mr. New York City not stomped on everybody in the NCAA tournament, right? In Marquise Noel and Kansas State, Michigan State could have been in the Final Four. I mean, they were on that type of run.
Doesn't this seem like a reoccurring theme with the Big Ten?
Well,
like if this would have happened, if the matchup would have been better, we're just talking about Purdue. I'm sorry, I had to throw in my two cents of hate.
I got you. I got you.
Sorry,
but
I'll let you go. I do
think we're talking about Tom Izzo here, though.
Sure.
We're talking about a guy who's been to 15 Sweet 16s. He's going to go to a 16 Sweet 16 this year, and I think it's going to be sweet. This is a team that when I put together my Final Four predictions, for better or worse, I'm going to have them in there. I'm putting the Spartans in there because I believe in them, and I believe in what you just said. That backcourt's as deep as any in America. They have a closer in Walker. To me, guys, my biggest key, Malik Hall, please stay healthy.
Yeah.
He's had too many injuries and too many setbacks over his career that just when this team's hitting their stride, he gets banged up, and he means a lot to his team.
I will say this about Michigan State. One, I think they're going to miss Joey Hauser a little bit more than people probably realize because of his shooting ability and the way he could slot in at the 4. And 2, Saturday, March 2nd, in the year of our Lord 2024, they are playing at Purdue in the third to last game in the second to last week of the regular season. Mackey Arena may implode. It may deconstruct as that game is being played. And I, for one, I don't think I could be more excited about a basketball game on a Saturday afternoon. That is 6 months away. The Michigan State at Purdue, which I mean, that could be for the Big Ten regular season title right there. T.O.
It's a Saturday night game.
It is. And I'm just letting Big Ten Nation know, go ahead and get your Peacock subscription up because they have the rights to some big time matchups in that league. So you guys might as well go ahead and figure out that streaming situation because I've been told, I've heard rumors. I've heard rumors that there's some big matchups on Peacock. So go ahead and bite that bullet and pay for that one.
The schedule's out. The schedules just came out as we're doing this pod. And as you're saying that, I could tell you folks that Indiana and Purdue in Bloomington, Tuesday, January 16th, that game is going to be on Peacock.
Yep. That was the one I had heard that was going to be on Peacock. So that go ahead and
among others. I mean, Michigan State, Illinois, Ohio State. Those games are on Peacock.
Yep.
So
it's going to be that's good. Peacock's going to be a major player. So you might as well just bite
that's what they do. That's what they do with Peacock is they put all the biggest games behind the paywall to make you subscribe. It's it's smart.
Go ahead and bite that bullet.
I get it. So thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field 68 content.